This time, we're taking a deep dive into the world of AI, and this one is tailor-made for all you tech writers and documentation experts and IT pros out
It's
there.
definitely a timely topic.
It really is, right? So we're diving into this article, Which AI to Use? Now, it's an updated opinionated guide. Sounds fun, right?
Yeah.
By Ethan Mollick. It was just published January 26, 2025.
Very recent.
Very recent, yeah. And we have one of our listeners to thank for suggesting this one, Curt Robbins.
Big shout out to Curt.
Yeah, a senior technical writer himself.
Yeah.
So this article jumps right into it. It starts talking about frontier models. Now, I'm no AI expert.
Oh, I wouldn't say I am either, but
Well, you're better than me.
yeah.
But frontier models, just the name even, kind of sounds intimidating.
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
Can you break it down for us?
Mm-hmm.
What are these things, and why should we care?
Yeah, so essentially, these are the most advanced AI models out there right now, and they are built on this thing called the scaling law. The idea is the bigger the model gets, the more data it can process, the smarter it gets. Kind of like a skyscraper, right? You need a really solid foundation to support all that height.
Oh, okay. That's a good analogy.
Yeah, so frontier models are that foundation for some really powerful, reliable AI applications. They just make fewer errors. They're more capable.
So these are like the heavy hitters of the AI world.
Yeah.
So the article mentions a bunch of different players in this space, right? You've got ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, even one called Grok. It's like a whole lineup of AI superheroes.
Yeah, it is. And they kind of each have their own little powers and even their own personalities almost.
A vibe.
Yeah, like a vibe, exactly. So, you got ChatGPT is kind of your versatile all-rounder, tons of features. It can do pretty much anything. Then you've got Claude. It's a little more insightful, clever, kind of a knack for giving witty responses. And then you got Gemini, Google's powerhouse. Google's behind it, so obviously it's tightly integrated with all their services. And it boasts some pretty impressive image and video capabilities. And then, yeah, there's even Grok, which is free for X subscribers right now.
It's interesting, this vibe thing,
Yeah.
It's almost like these AIs have personalities, which I guess makes sense in a way. They're learning and evolving, right?
Yeah.
But let's get practical. The article talks a lot about how important it is to actually pay for a service to access these frontier models. Like, is that really necessary?
Yeah, so, you know how the saying goes, you get what you pay for, right? And it definitely applies here. So there are free versions, but they're really just giving you a little taste. If you want the really powerful stuff, if you want the most capable models, you got to pay.
Okay, so how much are we talking here? Like, what's the damage?
Usually the paid versions are around $20 a month.
Okay, not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all. So, think of it like subscribing to Netflix or something.
Right.
You're paying to get access to the premium content, right?
Yeah, that makes sense. So let's say we've ponied up the cash, we got our subscription.
Yeah.
What are some of the must-have features? Like, what should we really be looking for?
So there are a couple of things Mollick highlights here that are pretty game-changing, especially if you're, a technical writer or an IT professional.
Mm-hmm.
First up is live mode.
Live mode.
Live mode, yeah.
Okay.
So it's available with ChatGPT right now.
Yeah.
And it's coming to Gemini soon. And it's basically exactly what it sounds like. Real-time interaction with the AI.
Well,
So you can talk to it, you can even give it visual input.
oh wow. So it's
Yeah.
like having a colleague there, like right next to you,
Yeah.
helping you out without, having to do screen sharing or whatever.
Exactly. I've used it myself, and it's really remarkable. It understands what you're saying, and it can analyze what you're showing it, too. So,
It's awesome.
yeah.
Okay, so live mode sounds incredible. What else is there?
Another really big one is reasoning. This is kind of a new breakthrough with AI. They're no longer just responding to prompts. They can actually think before giving you an answer.
Whoa. Hold on. So the AI is actually thinking, like it's working through the problem.
Well, I don't know if I'd say thinking exactly, but,
Yeah.
it's kind of like that, yeah.
Okay, so how does that even work?
Well, some of these models, like DeepSeek, one of Google's new Gemini models and OpenAI's latest models, they're actually designed to kind of break down the problem and go through it step by step before they give you an answer.
Wow, that's pretty mind-blowing. So I'm imagining this could help with, like, troubleshooting code, right? Like,
Yeah.
you could actually say to the AI, hey, I've got this bug, and it can actually walk you through the steps of how to fix it.
Yeah, exactly. It's not just about troubleshooting, though. It can also help with generating documentation. It can help analyze user feedback, even predict potential problems before they come up.
Okay, now we're talking.
Yeah.
This is starting to sound less like science fiction and more like something I actually need in my life. Anything else I should be looking for?
Well, This might seem obvious, but web access.
Okay.
Not all AI can actually access the internet, and that can be a major limitation.
Oh, yeah. I guess so, right? If you're trying to get information, up-to-date stuff.
Yeah. So imagine if you're trying to, do research on a new software library or you need to fact check some technical specs. If your AI can't access the internet, good luck.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah.
All right, so web access, check. What about things like image generation or code execution? Are those important?
Oh, absolutely, especially for our audience, right? Imagine, using AI to automatically generate documentation from your code. No more tedious manual updates. Or how about using AI to create these interactive visuals that could explain complex technical concepts?
Like where this is going.
Yeah.
So AI is not just some futuristic fantasy. It's actually a practical tool set
Yeah.
that can make our lives as tech writers or IT professionals, much easier.
Absolutely.
But with so many options out there, how do we choose the right one for our needs?
Right, right. Well, that's where the article gets really interesting. Mollick highlights these three frontrunners, ChatGPT, Gemini, and Claude. And they each kind of excel in different areas. So think of ChatGPT as kind of the Swiss Army knife of AI tools. It's versatile, it's got a wide range of features. They even have higher price tiers that give you access to even more powerful reasoning models.
Oh, okay. So ChatGPT is kind of your safe bet. If you need something that can pretty much do it all.
Yeah, it's definitely a strong contender, but don't count Gemini out, especially if you're already using Google products, right? Because it's very tightly integrated with that whole ecosystem. And its image and video generation capabilities are just top-notch.
Okay, I can see the appeal there for sure. What about Claude? What's its specialty?
So Claude is kind of the dark horse of the group. Might not have as many features as ChatGPT or Gemini, but it's known for giving these really insightful and really clever responses. And some people just prefer its vibe. They find it more engaging, even witty.
So ultimately, I guess it comes down to what you need it for, right? Your workflow, your preferences.
Exactly, yeah.
All right, so we got our big three, ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude. Are there any other contenders worth considering?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So there are some exciting up-and-comers like Grok,
Grok, huh?
DeepSeek Copilot. So Grok might appeal to people who have an X subscription. DeepSeek is open source, which is great if you're, really into transparency and customization. And Copilot, it's integrated with Windows, so that's a really convenient option for a lot of people.
Wow, sounds like there's an AI for everyone.
Yeah, there really is.
Which is amazing, but also a little overwhelming. I mean, this is a huge topic. It feels like, we're talking about a revolution here. It's changing how we work, how we live, even how we think.
It really is. And the technology is evolving so quickly, it can make your head spin, right?
It really can.
The most important thing is to just jump in, start experimenting, and see what works for you. Figure out how AI can best serve your needs, because it's not going away.
It's like we're explorers venturing into a new frontier. There's so much to discover. But it's also exciting. It's an adventure we can't miss.
It is, yeah.
All right, so we've laid the groundwork here. We've talked about frontier models. We've got our lineup of AI superheroes. We've even got some must-have features to look for. So I think it's time to dive deeper into some of these specific models and really see what they could do.
I'm ready if you are.
Let's do it.
And the great thing is you don't need, some fancy degree in computer science to start using these tools. They're getting easier and easier to use all the time. So it's really important for anyone in these fields to stay on top of things, see what's new, try out these tools, and figure out how to use them to their advantage.
Yeah, totally. It's not just about, keeping up with the Joneses. It's about really using this technology to our advantage, to make our work better, to make it more efficient, to be more accurate.
Exactly. And you don't have to be an expert in AI to do it.
Right. I mean, we've been focusing on the practical side, like the features, the tools, the how-to, but there's this bigger question looming out there. Yeah, the whole, are we ready for this thing?
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Yeah.
It's like we're handing a toddler a chainsaw.
No, that's a pretty vivid image.
Well,
But yeah, I mean, as these AI models get more and more powerful, the potential for both good and bad just gets bigger.
Right.
And Mollick brings this up in the article too. Like, how do we make sure people are using this stuff responsibly, ethically?
Yeah. So for our listeners out there, especially those of you working in fields where AI is already having a big impact, what's the key takeaway here?
I'd say don't be afraid to use it, but do it with open eyes.
Yeah.
Don't shy away from the tough questions, the ethical stuff.
Well, this has been an incredible conversation. Thank you so much for sharing your insights.
My pleasure. It's been fun.
And to all our listeners out there, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep pushing those boundaries.